probability, example 10. The table shows the number of survey subjects who think the Congress is doing a good job, along with their political party affiliation. So let's familiarize ourselves with this chart. So you can see that we have 162 Democrats, and they're divided into two groups. 65 of them, the Democrats, think that Congress is doing a good job. 97 think that Congress isn't doing a good job. So we have 174 Republicans divided the same way, and a total of 118 independents divided the same way. Okay, and if you added the 162 plus the 174 plus the 118, you get 454. Now this right column here, that would be the total of all the people, regardless of their party affiliation, thought that Congress is doing a good job. That's at 217. Or that Congress isn't doing a good job, and that's a 244. Similarly, you will see if you add the 210 and the 244 together, you get 454. So your total number of outcomes in this scenario is 454. Right, so find the probability a randomly chosen survey participant is a Democrat and thinks Congress isn't doing a good job. All right, so the number one wrong thing that happens here, and I understand why it happens, is people say, oh, Democrat 162 over 454, and Congress isn't doing a good job, so I'll do the 244 over the 454, and means multiply, and then there we go. Maybe a better way of doing this is to think this through instead of just thinking mathematically. How many people are Democrats who think Congress isn't doing a good job? So that would just be 97 people that fall into both categories. So our answer here is going to be 97 out of that 454. That's it. So be careful when it comes to the survey problems to, I don't even want to say overthink it, to not think at all. So be careful, okay? So is an independent or a Republican? So remember, or we do know means add. So again, is there any trick on this one? Well, looks like we have 118 total independents, 174 total Republicans, or does mean add, and this does make sense in this case out of the total, which is 454, and that when we add those together, I get the 292 over 454. That reduces to 146 out of 227. So this is a great example of something that is mutually exclusive, because in this case, a person will not be independent, both independent and Republican. All right, is a Republican or thinks Congress is doing a good job. So I'm going to go ahead and use a highlighter here. So these are the Republicans, and these are the people who think Congress is doing a good job. So hopefully you just saw the overlap there. So these are not mutually exclusive, are they? So let me undo the highlighting there. So Republican, that's 174. Let's get back to pen. 174, or thinks Congress is doing a good job, so that would be 210, but I need to subtract from that the number of Republicans, number of people who are Republicans, and they think Congress is doing a good job. So subtract 102 from that out of the total 454. Okay, that gives me 282. out of 454. And if you know your divisibility rules, if it ends in even numbers, you know for a fact that that will reduce. This case is 141 out of 227. Okay, let's look at D. Thinks Congress is doing a good job and is independent. So this is like A. Basically, I'm looking for someone who thinks Congress is doing a good job who is independent. So Congress is doing a good job. They're independent. I think we have it right there. 43 out of 454. Okay, E is Democrat. I'm going to kind of erase these things here. Just got too much stuff going on. So is Democrat or thinks Congress isn't doing a good job. Well, let's look at the highlighter again. So these are my Democrats right here. And then these are my people who think Congress isn't doing a good job. So I think you see that 97 overlaps. That's in both categories. So total number of Democrats, 162. Total number of people who think Congress isn't doing a good job, that's 244. Okay, how many people fall into both categories? 97 out of 454. And that, well, it doesn't reduce to anything really. It's 309 out of 454. And that's as far as we can go.